Well, we're going to Louisiana purchase and let's see how well those folks doing here in the south. And I bet they have a lot of crocodiles here, judging by the coastline that they have here. So yeah, be aware of that. But let's start with some data. First of all, the flag. The flag looks a bit weird to me. I mean, it's a pelican with 3 cups in a basket, pretty much, on the blue background. But look at this. Union. Okay, let's see it. Justice, yeah, right. And confidence, maybe. I mean, union is kind of stretch, but okay, let's go with that. But justice, come on, everybody knows there's no such a thing as justice in a human world, so it's kind of lame then, just put it out there. It's like, you just, if you talk to the kids, maybe you're gonna fool them, but even that, kind of the age that you fool kids those days is getting lower and lower with every year. But yeah, for the regular guys, for the grown-ups, having their just justice on the flag there is just like, you just write that, start with a lie on the flag immediately. It's insane. And the state seal is pretty much the same. Well, I'm interesting, let's see with the population. Let's see how well those folks doing here. And you can see population is just under 5 million people, just right in the middle in the 25th states ranking in the United States of America. So just half the population, let's say, an average, or the average population of the state, I must say. 4.6 million people living in this land. As you can see, it's pretty big. I mean, there's no small land here, buddies. And yeah, they have a lot of swamps here, but still, and crocodiles. Probably that's why they have such a low population, because of those crocodiles. Who knows? Neutral increase. Yeah, we see that. Not that much things going on there. And I'm interested, which is the largest capital? It's like Baton Rouge. And the largest city is going to be New Orleans, buddy. And that's going to be interesting. And the French Quarter there is going to be pretty interesting to see. But let's take them one at a time. What we can see here, yeah, the state's silhouette, I would say. We have some old here relatives pictures from the good old days, as they say. The swamps here, as you can see it. Wow, I don't know exactly what camera this was, but it was pretty rough back then. Louisiana purchase right here, buddy, from the French government or French Empire, whatever you want to call it. Probably the best purchase, the best acquisition, I would say, best buy in the world by a large scale. I would say large difference. I mean, look at this. It's insane. It is the best of the best purchase that ever made by the humankind, I would say. What else we have here? We have some sort of a nobility here is going on. This guy looks pretty pissed. I don't know exactly what's happening there. And map of the Louisiana in 1800. Well, Louisiana used to be pretty big. Pretty big, buddy. Just kind of lost a lot of territories, let's say, on the state level, but still doesn't matter. It's pretty big also. And for that many people, it's like, you don't need more than that. And have some sort of a fight here, as you can see, the United States, the Union against civil war here, against the Confederate state, maybe. I don't know exactly what's happening here. It's one of those money state bonds. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna be honest, not exactly that much interested here. A young African, young boy here, as you can see, a black guy on the back of the truck, I think it is, right? I think it is on the back of the truck or a trailer, I don't know. They have some sort of a dance here, as you can see. Wow. Yeah, this seems to have, again, I forgot to look in those hurricanes statistic. Again, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna look at it after this video for sure. I mean, look at this. It's kind of an interesting picture. They have some problem with floods here, as you can see even from the map. Yeah, it's clearly a low-level state, close to the coastline. But look at the scale here. Like, pretty much this is all of this flooded. And by the way, this is how it used to be. It's not something interesting or new right now. It's just the only thing that is new in this picture in the last few hundred years. It's the humans decided to build houses here. That's it. This is nothing abnormal here. And you can see here in the background there, further away, the main city, the financial district or whatever they have there, the business center. But here in the regular folks, they kind of get flooded here. But you can see the front yards are here. Those guys, they don't have floods inside the house. But those ones, definitely they have. And this guy, look at this, up to the roof. Again, this thing is normal. It's nothing outrageous in my opinion, but it is what it is. I guess humans don't understand it. A human, if they make a house right here, it will say, it's his right, it's his property. And when God comes with a flood and take it, he blames God for that. It's like, how stupid you have to be. But again, that's humankind. That's a nice oak tree, if I'm not mistaken here. It's gotta be an oak tree, right? I don't know, but it looks like an oak tree. The swamps here, yeah, I have no idea how those brave people, they just go there and swim in those with a bunch of crocodiles right there. I'm not gonna do that no matter what. I mean, like, even if I stay there, you have to be really brave, buddy. Really brave to go there. This is New Orleans right here in the east. This is New Orleans here. That's interesting. Gonna be interesting to see those folks there. What else can we find here? I'm interested more in the demographic side, to be honest with you. Demographic, that's the one. Look at this, 1800s for like 76,000 people here in this land, so not that much. And then the beginning of the 20th century, 1.3 million. The beginning of the 21st century, 4.4 million, as you can see. And now they start estimate for 2025. They say the population is going down. Finally, we see some improvements here. And probably they're going to continue to go down, which is a good thing. I mean, look at this. If they go back by 2030 with an S sensor, back to the 2000 level, or maybe even better from 1990 level, that would be a really good achievement. But I don't think so. Kind of a bit too aggressive. But if they go back to the 2000, good for them. I would say the good things are start coming for them. I'm gonna be honest. The good things gonna start go. That's the one I'm more interested in. I mean, look at this. The whites, yeah, they kind of go up here. I know they're just the same one, just alone in total. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in it. Look, my folks whites here. Let's see how the whites doing here. And I'm interested in the percentage. So, back in, wow, they go back to 1980s. Wow, that's quite a lot. So let's go for that. 1980s, 67% of the population was white, buddy. And you can see by the beginning of 2000 was 62, so already going down from the 80s, maybe even further than that, I don't know. God knows, maybe in the 70s or even more than that, but like 70% of the whites, I don't know. But look at this, they constantly going down, and keep in mind the population grew from 1980, so, but, and the number, the population, the white population in 1980 was like 2.8 million, and now it's around 2.5 million, so they're going down by the numbers while the population of the states go up. But watch this. So by 2020, there's 55% of the population, it's white. Blacks, on the other hand, back in 1980s, they were like 29%, and now they are 31%. As you can see, even they go down. Starting from 2000, they were like 32% of them, they were black, the population, and now they got down to the 31, and that's gonna probably more accelerated. But look at this. 1980s 1.2 million, and now they're 1.4 million, so they are more than the whites used to be, let's say, in than the 1980s, and to 2020 they grow the population. Meanwhile the whites going down. But I have a feeling that this one, as you can see here, from 2000 2010, the population slightly go down, as you can see in the black, and then they just back up again. But I have a feeling we're gonna see those numbers going down pretty fast now. We're gonna see it in the next sensor, maybe in the next 4 years, and then the next one in 2040 and 2050 is gonna be a big one. That's for sure. Native Americans, look at it, from 0.8%, 0.28% now to 0.67%. The population almost triple, as you can see, almost triple by the end of the 2010. Then they go down on just doubling. So even they're going down. See, but that's interesting. Native Americans, they from the 1980s to 2010, they did pretty well for themselves, and now they're going down because like the rest of this just kind of normal. Asians, get this one. From 0.56% to 1.83%, insane growth. Look at this, from 23,000 to 85,000, and still growing as a fast pace. It's incredible. I have to call it by now, at least from the east part of the United States. There's gonna be takeover. I mean, the white is gonna keep going down, the blacks is gonna follow pretty soon going down, but the Asians and the Hispanics, they're gonna take over. So probably by the next century, I think it's kind of over for the whites, and possibly even for the blacks in the United States. So yeah, the era of white men is gonna be over, and with that, the United States also is gonna be over. So this is probably the last century that you're gonna actually see something from the United States of America in its decent form that they still have. It's not exactly the greatest one, obviously, but that's the last one. That's for sure. That you're not gonna see a better version than than what you experience right now. That I can assure you. Native Hawaiians, yeah, not that much. You can see they even have an X here. They even have like they can even count it, probably less than 1,000. Now they are like they're growing even then, but very slow. Nothing to worry about. There are other races. They kind of stay on the track from 2010 until 2010. Then they explode again, as you can see. And now they have like from 0.15% to 0.36%. Mixed race, this one, look at this. They have even X here. They didn't count it probably. But now explosion again. 3 times almost the population since 2010 years. Insane. And look at this. Now they are 3.3% of the population. They are more than almost anyone, I would say, in those minorities. Let's call it like that. Hispanic and Latino. Prepare for this. 1980s. Let's say 100,000 people. Now 2020, 322,000. From 2.3% to almost 7%. I call it. It's over. Hispanic is gonna get took over. Hispanic, mixed race, and Asians, they're gonna destroy the whites first and then the blacks. Just absolutely, they're gonna destroy by the end of the century. Yeah, there will be nothing left, I would say. Just no. The good thing is like the population is going down at least. So you know, when you have less people in the same area, in the same space, they kind of manage a bit better. And if you have like the opposite in the same area, more and more people, the sparks is gonna go pretty soon. So at least they have that. That's pretty decent one. Religion, Protestants, you can see 53%, Catholics 22%, ooh, other Christians 1.5%, unaffiliated 19%. This one is the third largest one, and I have a feeling by the 2050 is gonna be the biggest one. So those two numbers, it's gonna probably like 2030, 2040, this is gonna go in the second place, and then they're gonna go to the crown, and they're gonna take over like the majority religion, non-religion, whatever you wanna call it. They're gonna be people that they don't just believe in anything. Wow, food is pretty good. I mean, like, I don't know who make this picture, but I like it. It looks pretty good. Houses, yeah, I'm gonna see that in a moment, how well those folks doing. Educations, they put up, I'm not sure exactly what's happening there. Rail, look at this. Oh, I like those old cable cars. It looks absolutely great. I'm not sure exactly who put any more like very much accent or education. We see how that plays out in the end. So yeah, didn't go well. Those electric poles right there to the swamp. Interesting. You can put it like that. I didn't know. That's a really nice house there. And the civil law, whatever the fuck that even means there, but apparently they have one. It is pretty much a Republican state from what I can see here since, I don't know, 90s. But yeah, not sure how things are going there, so we're gonna see them in a moment. I'm not sure exactly who is the governor here. I'm gonna check that pretty soon. And this is the sports and all of that. We have the government here. Let's see the governor. The governor, it's at least it's a man. So okay, we have, and it's a Republican. Okay, and how old this folk is it? 55. Okay, that's a good guy. I mean, like white guy, 55. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm not sure if he was a law enforcement or what this guy was. It's an American politician, attorney service. Okay. I mean, it's pretty good. White guy, in his mid 50s. Although, I mean, like, that's probably the last time we're gonna see them. But like I say, no more than 60 years old. That should be absolute limit. It's good. It's good. So far, looking good for Louisiana, looking pretty good. What is the household median income? It's like, look at this, income index 48, almost the lowest. It's 58,000 US dollars per family, per house, median household income. In 2023, probably by now it's around 60. Still way too low. I mean, like, we're gonna see how well those folks doing here, but I have a feeling ain't gonna be that good, buddy. Ain't gonna be that good for them, for sure. And look at this, Mississippi was the last one. West Virginia and Louisiana, and then we're coming to Arkansas, Kentucky, Oklahoma, Alabama, New Mexico. Those are the really poorest one, and you can see the richest one like Washington DC, Massachusetts, New Jersey, sorry, Maryland, New Hampshire, California. So yeah, it's gonna be quite a difference. I mean, let's talk like the $100,000 compared with the 54. So almost in half, almost in half, like 60 right now, but almost in half. Let's see how well those folks are doing. I'm gonna start here in the north part of the state. Oh, God have mercy on your soul. Let's see it. We're gonna start with those good old folks here. And I see those new constructions here. Definitely it's gonna be a new one. Unfortunately, they didn't hear that the cable has to get buried in the new construction, but that's fine, I guess. Well, the road is pretty decent. Not exactly the greatest of the great, but still pretty decent. Not that much trees, as you can see. I mean, when you compare with what we saw in South Carolina, was kind of pretty much the same plots of the land, like those rich people, that they have like much better privacy, so they should learn from them. So there is potential even here, but yeah, houses are way too close to each other. This Audi, this Kia, I think it's an Audi, no, it's a Kia. Okay, it's pretty good then. Concrete driveways with like, they don't look that great. Way too close the houses to each other. Houses, yeah, pretty modest. Roads need some maintenance here. Yeah, is that a good start? That's for sure. I'm not sure exactly what's happening here. It's kind of chaos. Those kind of construction after 2050, I can almost guarantee you. I mean, like, it's kind of blinchy. I mean, look at this. Growing up here, I mean, like, it's the end of the street. You have all this for yourself, but still. I can guarantee you after 2050, all of those construction, as you can see like that, if we fix the housing market, God knows, they're gonna get abandoned. They just, nobody wants to live in a place like that. It's just, or unless they're getting like really, that's a real truck right there, by the way. They get from really creative people and they just improve that in an amazing way, which it is a possibility that too, but knowing the humankind, my money is on the abandon them and abandon the ship and move somewhere else. It is what it is. Oh, that's a nice, what is that? I don't think it's a motorcycle. It's like a three-wheeler, I think it is, right? Is that from the Bombardier, the Can-Am? Yeah, Spider or something like that. They call it. Absolutely horrifying things. It just doesn't make any sense to have three wheels. And with that price tag, no thank you. Yeah, so far here the road, not so great, I must say. 25 miles an hour speed limit on this one and school zone. Okay, but still is way too low. And we have a tracker here from this guy and some farming equipment here. House pretty good, but again, the same problem with privacy. Like they hate trees or something. I don't know what's happening, but it is what it is. Here in the northern part of the state, things not so great. I mean, look at this house and look at those trucks. This truck's kind of a truck, like I say, down like those double cab one. But it's an expensive truck, nevertheless. It's a Chevy, and this Kia, yeah, it's more cheaper, but the house doesn't look so well, I might say. I mean, so far I can see the poverty a bit more, but we are just the beginning, and this is the North State. Probably the most action we're gonna see is gonna be in the south. On the coastline, that's gonna be interesting. But look at here, that's a pretty decent house, I would say. But yeah, can you imagine being born in here as a kid? I mean, look, I have some few kids on the street. I mean, wow, I never thought, just crossed my mind something like people have less and less kids. Can you imagine being the only kid on the block, on the street? You just have no one to play. Ooh, or at least not someone close to your age. I wonder how that is gonna end in the future. I mean, it doesn't look so good for sure. Look at those pickup truck kind of, and another Toyota right there. The house pretty good too, but yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how those kids that growing up without someone to play, at least outside, probably they're gonna look at on the internet, on the computer. They're gonna play some COD and find their friends, but everybody knows it's not the same. That's an expensive Mercedes. That's an expensive Corvette. That's a 7 Series right there, I think. Yeah. I mean, I think the house, I don't think that are brand new bought, but the house probably worth less than those cars for sure. Yeah, overall here, I mean, the land is nice. I mean, look at this. They got good weather here. This is November 2024. They're doing pretty well in the land department, but housing, not everybody's doing that nice. And the same problem here, they keep the cars almost inside the house, I would say. They kind of bend the rules on that a little bit, but still, drop some space from the house. Again, with those trucks, it's never ending with those. So yeah, here, not exactly that great. Let's go. It's pretty big, this one. Let's check this one. Let's check this small town here. Maybe we get more lucky, much better opportunities. Hmm. I never understand those. Ah, it's for the handicapped people. Nobody parks there anyway, so waste of space most of the time. What else can we find here? Ooh, I'm not sure. Maybe some sort of a project car that was never finished because of money, obviously, and time. Sometimes, wow, everybody has a white car here. What the fuck? I mean, I get it. Those basic colors that you buy a car, it's a bit cheaper, but still. That's fucked up. That's a really nice truck here. I mean, like, that's a what we call it here in Europe, a truck. I think you call it a semi, which no idea why you call it like that, but still. Yeah, in the car department, I have to say they're doing pretty well. This is November 2023, just getting out of the pandemic and straight to the elections, almost. So yeah, pretty chaotic. The same pelican there on the flag, as you can see. Town of the Oak Grove, Louisiana. Welcome to Louisiana. Pretty basic so far, I must say. Just it's not bad or anything. It's just like boring. I kind of start to see those um, reasons to move out to those a bit more populated area, especially when you're young. It's more even California, as you can see, or Texas, newer. This is a fucked up house. I don't think somebody lives here anymore, but still looks like a fucked up ones. And this one is pretty close to, but much better than the other one for sure. And this is Halloween for sure. Yeah, it's November, just probably like 1st November or something like that. This one it's much better, as you can see. A bit more trees, which is good, but not that much as I would like to see. But at least it's an improvement. Some sort of a local football team. I don't know what's happening there. I mean, look at those lifted trucks. I mean, you almost hit your house, for God's sake, buddy. I mean, like 100% they calculate the distance to make sure that they don't, hopefully, they didn't just eyeball it. They're not gonna hit the roof of the house when they park the car inside, almost inside the house. Americans usually they have better house than Europeans, I must say, but some of them they are just absolutely dumb designs, like parking the car inside the house and close that to the house. It's just you can have a much better house, much more space just by removing that. That's an interesting car right there. What was that? A Carmen Kia? A Volkswagen? I don't know. No, not even close. No, probably like a Cadillac or something. I don't know. Wow, this guy got fucked up pretty good here. Again, with those car dumping ground, graveyards, whatever they call it. I mean, the north part of the Louisiana, I must say, it doesn't look that well. It doesn't look well at all, but oof. And this one, wow, it's even closer. I mean, like, at least they have, I mean, they kind of have the land, most of them at least. They're not living that close to each other, but not that great either. So, yeah, this is really fucked up. Probably a house here that got fire, and yeah, it's pretty much gone right now. This street seen better days for sure, probably in the 70s or 60s, I don't know. But right now, as you can see, wow, America is gonna be an interesting place because in Europe it's like everybody kind of live close to each other, not that much land, pretty high population. But America, it's widespread and a lot of land, and we're gonna see populations going down. Man, we're gonna see a lot of abandoned houses. I bet at some point in United States, if already is not already, you're gonna have more abandoned house. That's an ICTV than homeless people, which is going to be insane. I mean, like, you still have homeless people, but you have more houses abandoned than homeless people. You'd be like, yeah, that's what we have. It's going to be insane. It's going to be insane. But I can guarantee you, it's on the way. And they're moving there pretty fast in that direction. Let's check those guys here. It's a much more bigger town, as you can see. And houses pretty good. Those cables, yeah, it looks like a third world country. Not a big fan, like I mentioned. In pretty much every video. Again, Halloween, I guess. Yeah, it's 2024, very recently. The weather is good for them. Houses, yeah, bit too closer to each other and not that well maintained. As you can see, the design of the house is pretty simplistic, I guess. Yeah, cars or some sort of a trucks park in front of the house, not exactly that great. At least this guy has those trees here, and look how nice he looks, way better. But again, the same problems appears because everybody kind of constantly like put the older population in the same basket. Well, it's not. Young people want one thing, old people want the different things, and all of that. And yeah, again, you can imagine like young people here with like probably not that many kids to play around and growing up here, and then for sure you want to move out from the states, see what's out there for sure for you. So that's probably we have that boom in people just going to the college. They just want to escape from the home and have a better shot of moving to other state. That shot kind of, I mean, like the college, everybody knows like a scheme right now. So I'm interested to see what's gonna be the next opportunity to move away from the state, from your state, to a different one. Because right now, yeah, the rent is absolutely insane. Opportunities, it's America, but still not. It's how it's supposed to be. Everybody knows that by now. And I'm gonna be interesting to see which is gonna be the next opportunity to move away from your state to a different one. And it's gonna be an interesting one to see it. But yeah, before that happens, we're already seeing the results, which is populations going down, and it's gonna go down fast from now on. We got used to it with the growing population, and everybody, especially politicians, kind of swept everything under the rug because there's always gonna be more taxpayer to fill the bill. And now when that it's not happening, and they try to raise taxes on everyone to just stay a bit more in the office, you know, until they go to do the retirement and have like good pensions for them. Harris and Walz, okay, they sustained the democracy, which was pretty close back in the days. It's supposed to be like a democrat state. Which is going to be interesting how they're going to play in the future, because the old generation in politics, they have no idea what's happening in the real life for sure, especially from the young ones. And now with the lowering the population, less taxpayers, that's why they're trying to raise more taxpayers, more the taxes, because they have less taxpayers. That's a really nice picture here. Look at this, how nice it is. Those trees looks absolutely great. In Europe, they say, oh, look at the CLS, Mercedes. I always like those cars for sure. But in Europe, you're only gonna find most likely like diesel cars, and you can put a diesel in a CLS for God's sake. This one deserves a V8 for sure. Look how nice. And this is exactly the model before facelift. Look how nice it looks like. Wow, I would like to have one of those, but way too expensive. And yeah, maintaining one of those in proper condition, not even close. So in Europe, we're raising. Oh, that's a Volvo XC90 or a V90 XC or something like that. I don't remember exactly. It's a raise one up. Yeah, back to Europe. Now in Europe, we're raising the retirement age, and I have a feeling by the 2050, which it's kind of insane, but probably it's even lower than 2050, like 2040 or 2035, even something like that. They're gonna have like something. I mean, like I think that Denmark already has like 70 years old, the age of retirement. That's gonna be pretty much across the Europe. I mean, like it's like 70, 66, 68. It's pretty close to that in major of the states. And 70 is gonna be the new 60. You know, I mean, the obsession with this old generation that they want to live forever, even though they have like a miserable life, but they still want to live in this chaos. I don't understand that. I think the new generation is gonna come up with I don't know, even the lowering the life expectancy, or at least improve the quality or something. Because if you ask me, I would rather live like 50 years and have like the really great ones than just misery for the 80 years. You know, I will shave 30 years of my life. I will give that away for having an actually proper good life. That's a way better trade for me. But for the old generation that right now they are even in power, for them it's like, no, it just they want to live forever, like 80, 90, even 100 years they want to live. And doesn't matter how they live, they want to live. It doesn't matter if they crash everyone else in front of them, under them pretty much, not in front of them. They just want to have their way. That's a nice BMW, by the way. That's a really nice one. So yeah. Ooh, it's gonna be interesting how it's gonna play in the future. The road looks pretty good here, but the house is pretty much basic, so not that much appeal. This one, it's an absolute mansion here, as you can see, and they have a pool there. They're doing very well. They have a Mustang. House is pretty nice, but I don't like those brick glasses. I don't like it. Never was my thing. I mean, growing up in a place like that is not so bad, as you can see, but probably we have a lot of Karens here. So yeah, ooh, that looks pretty nice, but kind of feels like artificial, you know? Not that tangible. I mean, you cannot play ball here for sure. There's no way you're gonna do that. And having a bicycle on this road, maybe I don't think it's that much traffic, but still, it is nice, but not that nice, you know, to have a really good childhood. But that's a really nice house here. I like this one. A bit close to each other, but at least better architecture and better looking for sure. And clearly, it's a much better area to live. I mean, I can see already a lot of pools here, more than the average. So they must done good things. Good things, I would say. Here, probably back in one of those more medium income ones. I always say, like pretty much I see the whole world by now. You're always gonna find rich people. That's a Miata. That's nice. You're always gonna find rich people and poor people wherever you go. It doesn't matter if it's the poorest country in the world or the richest country in the world. You're always gonna find rich and poor people in the same time, same country, same land. Which that tells you everything you need about about humankind, just the way we are. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Look at this. When I say cover the streets in trees, and look how nice it looks. I mean, I was right. I mean, look at this. Nice trees, nice shade here. What do you want? I mean, like, absolutely amazing. A bit more trees here for the houses will not hurt. But, and yeah, in my idea, it's gonna be like keep your cars, but they don't have that much land, so I kind of get that in a way. Cars inside your property will be much better and have like a bit more narrow road. They have some problem each and there, but not keep off median. Yeah, some people just park the car here. um Not that huge problem with the road, but this one looks absolutely amazing. I mean, watch this, just going home like that, pretty nice compared with this one. Pretty fucked up. Very nice, fucked up. Yeah, it is what it is, I guess. But that was pretty nice. That was pretty nice for sure. And we have a police car here. Warning, canine, keep away. I never understand. I mean, like, I think in Germany they banned using animals in a police or anything like that, which I think it's a good way. Everybody should do that. Should ban the pretty much putting the animals on the job, which pretty sucks. Ooh, this guy is doing landscaping. Doing pretty good job. Those guys, these guys, pretty good job. So yeah, I think in Germany they cannot use dogs or any other animals for doing some police work or anything like that, which I think it's a good thing. Everybody should do it. Also, we should ban zoos. I mean, like, that's absolutely insane. Just go there and see those animals in a cage. Like, come on, buddy. I don't see anyone's doing this, and that's kind of a sad thing. Probably when they're gonna have like a really good technology in holograms, that's gonna be the end of the zoo, and it's gonna make much more sense, to be honest. But we will see it. Wow, we stay a lot of time here in this town. I mean, it looks pretty good, but yeah, some good areas, some bad areas. Not the greatest, I would say. And we have this river here, and it's a lot of action here. Let's see these guys, how well they doing. Ooh, and I see some constructions here, and I think there are rich guys here. We see some pools from above. Although I don't see that many trees here, so I was assuming that's a really new neighborhood. And also I mean, 2008, maybe not that new. 2030, yeah, the trees grow, but they need to plant much more than that to make some. I mean, we saw how that nice road it looks like. Can you imagine have like trees here and here and here and have like all road covered in trees? We see it how nice it looks, but for some reason people don't want to go for this type of the road. We have some potholes here. I don't think it's not a gated community or something like that. So clearly they're using public money for that road. They have quite a lot of traffic. Wow, look how many cars they have here. And they like Dodge Rams here for some reason. They really like it. And they parking right there on the grass. Not a good idea. Again, with the cars inside the house. And the political views in the front yard. Yeah, it is what it is. I guess America right there. If you don't know, if you don't let your neighbors know which one is gonna, which your candidate is gonna vote for, you're not a real American, I guess. I'm gonna interesting to see how that's gonna play in California when you go there. See how things are going there. On the other side of the river, let's see how those folks doing here. And not so great, as you can see. All houses not that great maintained. Smaller lands, although even those in the rich area wasn't that big either to start with, but they didn't have those cables as those guys here. This is like a really, maybe some sort of a business district. Here it's like some sort of a duplex apartment buildings or something like that. I'm not sure. Close to the cemetery, the graveyard, which is seen better days. Oh my god. It's a lot of things going on in here. I'm not sure exactly where to start. Some sort of a gay cafe here. And I'm not sure if this is in construction or demolition. I'm gonna be honest. Could be both. They have some sort of a park for the kids, which it looks pretty awful to ask me. And that's why I probably don't see anyone play there. Oh, the road, it's really fucked up here, but it's like probably in a construction, so, you know, I'm gonna let that slide for now, but this is March 2026, very recently. Yeah, so far in this neighborhood here, things are not looking that great. Let's more and more actually neighborhood. Ooh, one-way street. Oh my god, the road's pretty fucked up. Houses, I will bet that most of them they're abandoned. Yeah, life is pretty hard in here. Oh, this one looks pretty nice. At least the yard. Yeah. Wet, cold, not very welcoming. Can we find them in a much better light? I mean, like, say 2014. Nah, that's not better. Let's go for 2026. And 2023? Nah, that's even better. It's pretty much the same. I think we have some rich guys here. I mean, like, on those small islands. A lot of trees. Ooh, and pretty nice trees there. Yeah. See how close they live to each other? How much difference it is in the lifestyle? And that's a proper neighborhood to live. I'm gonna be honest with you. It does look pretty nice. God knows how much it's gonna be to buy a house here, but look at the cars that they have. Very, very basic. And we see poor neighborhoods with cars more expensive than those guys. So I guess everybody has his priorities. But yeah, look at it. It's much more jungly, looks like. I don't think they have crocodiles here that up north. At least I hope so. Wow, this is a really bad year here. Didn't see that well. This one is much better. Yeah, roads looks pretty good. Houses, very nice. Lands, absolutely great. Tree lines, awesome. They have a lake there in the river lake, whatever it is. They're doing pretty well. A lot of trucks again for whatever reason, but they have it. I mean, coming back home from the work on a road like this, even though, yeah, it could be some work, it's not that bad compared with what we seen earlier. Ooh, I would choose that every day. Let's see those folks, how they doing here. Yeah, probably very well. Yeah, very well indeed. I mean, like, again, a lake, a river, always gonna attract the rich ones, or at least the one that can afford to pay. Obviously, not have to be insanely rich maybe to live compared with like upper east side in Manhattan. So I assuming this is cheaper than that, but still, from the average Joe here, not everybody can live here, and that's a really nice place to live. I mean, can you imagine everybody just came in this planet, this world, and on this planet, and they don't actually live, they just survive. And probably that's the main reason I would say, ooh, this road is pretty fat, pretty fucked up. I mean, the roads was pretty bad. I don't think we see a state with bad roads than this so far. Maybe West Virginia, but not by a long shot. I have not that much difference. Probably that's the reason, the reason why people just decide like, yeah, maybe kids not worth it. I didn't have that much in this life, so why my kids should have it or just struggle as much as me. Most of the people don't live the at all, don't live the lives that they want, don't live at all. Just look at this guy is much better. He has like a covered, like I say, for the cars. You don't have to put them inside the house. So yeah, probably that's why most of the people just, they don't want to have kids. They just want to drag anyone in this world when they see how the human nature it is, how human does things. Because we can say, yeah, we kind of fix things that, but in the end, we all know it's not gonna be. You fix a problem, you find another one pretty fast with humans. So yeah, that's a really nice house, and we see that pool behind. It looks pretty good, but I don't like those stairs here. I don't want to walk stairs to go home. It's pretty fucked up. But the road is very wide, and they're looking pretty good. I don't think they have much traffic here, and this is what, March 2026, and you can see the tree line is pretty nice. The privacy, not that much, but at least they have kids here that they play in the front yard. And cars don't seem to be that much expensive, so we're doing pretty good. The priority was straight house above cars and all of that. But again, not for many, this type of life. So that should tell you a lot. Man, it's pretty big, this state, for God's sake. Keep forgetting that. But look at this, the road that connects every town, I want to say even cities. They're doing pretty good job in United States. You're not gonna get, I mean, you can get lost, but those days with the GPS and if you have a phone, that's pretty much impossible. And signal. Oh, look at this. That's a nice Honda ATV right there. Yeah, I'm not gonna call this a house. We don't see what cars those guys have, but you should build a house. That's not a house. That's insane. And this guy, it's a bit better, but not far off. But they have kids, as you can see. So, how about that, huh? We have another house here on the end of the road, or an abandoned house. Yeah, I don't think nobody lives there. And look how fucked up it looks. But they have a trash can, so maybe they live somewhere there. But like that, let's see how this road looks right here. Pretty good, pretty good. A bit of the garbage here, but not something to worry about. I mean, look at those cows here. Kind of dry, but still pretty decent. September 2025, yeah, road looks pretty decent here too. Have some issues here with the roads, I will say that. I'm not gonna stay away from things when I see them, but yeah. Overall, I think it's pretty decent. Ooh, this one, 2022 February, and I don't think we have a recent one, no. Yeah, this is clearly a low income area. Basic car, basic house, fence, thank God for that tree. Yeah, roads, some problems each and there. Not great, I must say, not great. So Louisiana so far, at least this upstate, I don't like it. I get, like I said, the most action is gonna be in the south, but still, kind of forget about those people here. What's happening here? Wow, that's really fucked up. Ooh, looking pretty bad. Really rough out here. This is an abandoned house. Like I say, we're gonna have like more abandoned house pretty soon than homeless people, which is gonna be insane. But that's the world we live in. A world of inefficiency. Let's call it like that. Inefficiency in the most basic form. Yeah, not something that you want to grow up and stay here. So I kind of understand that when I see the young kids just dreaming about one day living for a better place. Ooh, this one is much more action here. A lot of roads. I mean, like, check those roads. I mean, you have them so many roads and you have to pave them, maintain them. That's pretty accomplished. I mean, this one looks very nice. Indeed. I mean, this line looks pretty good. And look at those cars here. Not so bad. Not so bad. Yeah, road, this one is, some of the roads are very good. Nothing to worry there, and it's like pretty much not exactly to nowhere, but not that many people would use it. Let's check those folks here. I mean, like now we're going closer and closer to the coastline and to the south, and I have some high expectation, but not so fast. Ooh, this looks really fucked up. Those are clearly abandoned houses. I don't think anybody lives in those. This one for sure, although they have a trash can here, probably it's from those guys. But even those guys, no. No, I don't think anyone can live like that. I mean, those guys, bars on the doors. Yeah. Oh, there are two doors? What? They are the duplex? They have solar panels. That's exactly what they need, solar panels. Oh my god, just move out. It's not much here to enjoy, to be honest. Ooh, a lot of cars, small lands, way too close private property. Yeah, that's the issue here. And a stop sign. Ooh, it's a lot of traffic here. You need a stop sign. Man, I must say, like I say, I always go randomly on the map. I'm not choosing the good one. I'm not choosing the bad ones, but man, we kind of see a lot of bad ones. We see way too much that I would like to see. So I think here that low income household that they calculate, it's justified in a way. It does not look that good. Americans don't do well so far in most of them so far in Louisiana, and they're not that many. It's like under 5 million, and they still cannot provide for them with an opening to the sea. It's not even a landlocked state. It is bad. It is bad. And now we're going closer to the coastline. Now we have some really high expectation. I mean, like, there is no prisoner here. So it's just, you have to provide. There's no way around it. Let's see it. That's pretty bad street view. It's not an official one, so probably that's why. Can we find an official one? 2011. It's a bit too old, so I don't trust it that much. But the same concrete road. Houses much better than we see, that's for sure. 2019. Okay, official one. Looks better. Just before pandemic. Yeah, just send me back to 2025. Oh, that's better. Look at this. Yeah. Way better than we've seen so far, that's for sure. I mean, like, it's not some prize or anything, but still, it's better. It's better than we see last town. End of the road right there. The spider web there. Yeah. It is better. It is better, and I want to go closer. Oh, look how horrible they're still building this nonsense. I mean, I get it, you need houses, but you don't have to destroy everyone's life in order to build a house. I mean, nah. They put a garage there. I mean, what the fuck? The garage is in front of the house? No. Where is the house? This is the backs of the house? What the fuck? Let me check on this side. Oh my god, they have the house in front and the garage in the back. That's even worse. We have a train house. No way. Who the fuck approves that? They have an opening to the sea here, whatever they built here, and they fucked up in time. No way. I will not live in a place like that. No, thank you. This one, look for the rich one. Let's see how those folks, they live the same. No, not even close. They have a Tesla there. I mean, come on, two Tesla. Come on, buddies. I mean, look at this. You're not gonna see rich people living like that. They don't accept the layout like that, but the poor people, they go for it for whatever reason. Probably because it's cheaper, obviously, but still, no. This is much better. But even this one, as you can see, they don't have that much trees. I mean, back in 2011, they're just absolutely horrible looking. And this guy has an R8 and a Porsche here. They're doing very well with business. And now, paint the house a different colors. And let's see what cars he has now. I think that all the cars are with them. So, but again, the same nonsense, garage in the house. So they're not that smart either. Um, yeah, a lot of empty space, a lot of land to build, and those guys on the other side, they're doing even better, for God's sake. And we see them. I mean, like, they have pools. Every single house they have pools. A bit here, it's a bit jammed everyone together. I'm gonna be honest. It's way too close for the money that you probably pay here, which is not gonna be that cheap for sure. But it's day and night better than the other guys on the other side, as you can see. And definitely they have crocodiles here, so I'm not sure exactly if I want to live that close to the open water. Not sure exactly what kind of material this one it is, but it does look horrible. Look at this. Wasn't a good idea. And again, with the garage inside the house, oh my god, it's just there's no ending for this. Yeah, it is a bit better. I'm not sure exactly how they're gonna stand the hurricanes here, but seems like a few of them still standing, so I guess it's not that bad. Let's move on the other side here. Ooh, look at those, how thick they are. And we have the cemetery. Oh, they have some pools there too. Yeah. There is cemetery in New Orleans, probably they're the most interesting one. And this is New Orleans, by the way, so we arrive to the largest cities, and you can see by the density. Yeah, not that welcoming in the department of the land and house, but yeah, they kind of squeeze everyone in. Roads pretty horrible looking, I must say. It wasn't exactly a good time to make those street views. November 2025, and it was looking like it was raining. September a bit better, but not that much. Wow, what the fuck is going on in here? Why do they have so much trash? Clearly a low income area for sure. I mean, horrible looking. Horrible looking. No way. No way, Jose. Roads. Horrible. Horrible. Yeah, probably the state with the most horrible roads so far. I'm gonna say it. They do look horrible, and god damn it, so many cars. Probably because they don't have that much space to park the car inside their home, inside their land, the property. And look how they build. I mean, they just keep extending and extending and make. We man, it does look horrible. What the fuck? How many cars they have? Look at this. Back in 2015, not that many cars, and we don't have 2018. Just got bigger. Yeah, I mean, New Orleans, you might say like, oh, you see those pictures and it looks nice, but not everyone looks in those nice areas. And this one, they have the trees, which I like it. Good for them, but gee, the space. Well, the space is not there, that's for sure. Man, it does look bad. And the French Quarter, probably that looks pretty good, but again, not everyone can afford to live there. So I'm not sure exactly where. Oh, look at the rich people. Let's see how those folks doing. I imagine a bit more jamming, but it looks better. Say whatever you want about them, but it looks better. Look, let's have the pool there. Looks pretty nice. A bit more trees, a bit more privacy. This guy, I have no idea what house he has there. Like, that's really privacy. And this is what? December 2018. Better in October 2025. Whoa, look at this house here. It feels like somebody have a piece of land, they sell it, and now they kind of, look at this, they jam everyone together here. It's expensive car. I mean, look at this, it's an Lexus. What is that? Another one. Those are rich people here, by the way. I mean, you're already seeing that, but the way how they live in New Orleans, that's New Orleans. That's more likely. No, that's better. And probably when you go even closer here, it's gonna be look even better. That's more livable. That's what, because a Porsche here, Macan, another Porsche there. Probably a Lexus there, I'm not sure, but still very expensive cars. It is better. I mean, it is better. Bunch of flags there, don't recognize any of them. Houses, yeah, bigger and dare I say sometimes better. Have new construction here again from the wood, with the wood construction. So American, but I guess it is what it is there. It looks better. I must say it does look better. I mean, look at those guys here. a bit, like I say, kind of jamming everyone together, but have more trees, more vegetation. This one has some nice architecture here. The more modern one like that, I prefer this one, to be honest. This one kind of all over the place. I have no idea what's going on there. We expect to see that in California for sure, but we let's see how those folks. I mean, those folks still doing pretty well here. Man, I hate those small streets here on the back. It's just feels so jammed there. Let's move on this one. It looks better. Lack of trees just kind of diminish the effects, but still much better than the more impoverished one that we just saw. I mean, it's pretty good. Not so bad. Oh, God damn. I don't know where the French Quarter it is, but to be honest, from what I've seen so far, the difference is absolutely huge. How part of population actually live, you know, have some decent houses with decent land, and then you move on to the more impoverishment one, and they don't even have a road, for God's sake. I mean, look at this one, absolutely insane. Look how insipid it looks like. It's just not tangible, not, and it's that close that you live here, and a few streets away you find those people that live, I mean, not those ones, but those ones for sure, that live normal lives, I would say, better. They have even a road to go home. You know, it is what it is, I guess. Human world, that's how it works there. A lot of houses for 5 million people, a lot of houses. And keep in mind, they're not 5 million houses. Look at this. It's insane. It's way too much. Look at those streets. Absolutely jamming everyone here. And this one at least look decent, and they have bars on the windows. So I guess, I don't know, it's a rougher area, or it's just like architectural design model or something. Man, Americans loves those Nissans for whatever reason. This guy, what, got to this home? What is going on with it? It does look pretty decent. But man, I don't like it. Man, I must say it. Do not like it. Do not like it at all. There is way too many things happening at the same time in small space. And oh, that's a nice house. A lot of cars, not that much space to put them. No. New Orleans, if you don't live in like the really nice good areas, ooh, I would gonna stay away from them. To be honest with you, it was a major disappointment, I have to say. It's kind of sad, but it is what it is. It was a major disappointment. Oh, look at those rich guys, how nice. This is clearly a gated community, and that probably it's a Ferrari. I think that's a Ferrari. Look how those guys live here. They have a nice house, have a pool, they have some privacy. As you can see in the neighbors, they have those tree lines pretty good. Gated community again. They have their security. They're gonna pay a lot of money for that, that's for sure, but they have to take money from someone in order for they to have it. So yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Definitely gonna find some crocodiles here, so do not, this is like a World War II bunker. What is that? Do not recommend to go here. Oh yeah, definitely some crocodiles for sure. Yeah, it's kind of sad, this one, I'll be honest with you. It's just New Orleans. Buddy. No, thank you. A lot of farming land here. Let's check these ones. A lot of flooded land. Or maybe that's how they do it here. New Orleans, buddy. Louisiana, actually, here now. I'm in Louisiana. Have a beach. I mean, I'm not sure if they have a beach or something like that, but more like swamps everywhere. Oh, if you don't live in the right America, it's gonna be really tough there. I'm gonna be honest with you. You need to live in the right America. Otherwise, God have mercy on your soul. Genuinely, God have mercy on your soul. Oh, they have a beach here, which is pretty nice. Oh, yeah. I don't think they have crocodiles in here, but... or alligators or whatever they call it, but 50 miles an hour speed limit. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, same problem with the trees. They don't like it here. For whatever reason, they don't like it. It's just like, I don't know, they eat too much or something. I don't know, they have to feed them too much or I don't know. They genuinely, they hate them. They genuinely hate trees here. And we don't see that many, it's like a 360 or something of those beaches, which looks pretty nice, I guess, from above. I don't think it's that bad. But they don't have it. Let's check those folks here. Same type of architecture I'm gonna find. Yeah, probably Florida is gonna look way better. I'm gonna be honest with you. Kind of, so far it was a major disappointment, Louisiana. I mean, here is the state here, then the, oh, look at those Polaris here. The West Virginia was the only two states that I can see that low income. Pretty much almost everywhere. Like I say, you're always gonna find rich people no matter where you go, but way disappointment. Major disappointment was Louisiana. Way the fuck. They eat way too much. I mean, look at those. Come on, you're gonna destroy those coolers in a few seconds. They fishing. Yeah, for sure. That's what they need. More food. And look at this, more food. Man. American lifestyle, I guess. American lifestyle. Which is sad because they have a lot of food and then complaining about the price of the food. But they eat too much. Way too much. Here, not so bad, actually. It's pretty interesting house. Although, yeah, this design like that, it kind of feels like a lot of waste of space. But I kind of get it. If they have floods regularly, they kind of need it. So, yeah, that's why they're going to have... oh, look at those Polaris ones. Those are expensive ones. And they like red cars. Never buy cars from this part of the country. Like this Florida, Louisiana, all those states in the south, even on the east coast, pretty much they pretty much get flooded very easily in the first hurricane. So not exactly a great purchase, I would say, from the average buyer. Yeah, man, I have to say it was a major disappointment. Okay, you can see here on the river even. Let's check this one real quick. Hopefully I'm not outside the state. That is pretty much the same view, you know. 150 horsepower Yamaha. They're doing very well there. Doing very well. Even they have some folks living here. Wow, that's really bold of them. And I must be honest, they're looking pretty decent. Except those cables, but I guess here it's kind of a problem to bury them. It's like very low ground, so... kind of nobody lives here. But they definitely have alligators. There is no way, yeah, I'm not gonna live in a place like that when they pretty much waiting for my death every time I go outside. No, thank you. I mean, they can hide right here and just don't see them. There is no way you're gonna walk here at night. There's no way. That would be like a really tough experience, I guess. Let's check this mountain. I mean, like, yeah, kind of disappointed, to be honest, on the state. Ooh, that's really fucked up. Old cards, unfortunately. Ooh, like the trees here, which is looking pretty nice, but yeah, housing not so well. Man, people, they don't do well in Louisiana, I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of sad. Oh, look at this. Definitely alligators there for sure. Crocodiles, 100% they have it. But probably that's why they put a fence there to not just go out that easy. But 100% they have it. They just travel up north now to see what's up there. Is better food out there? Is better human fed? A lot of houses, a lot of people, a lot of roads, and when you count all of that, it's a lot of money in taxes to cover for all those, which I kind of understand it at some point. Just try to make policy that moves people around and in the same time gathers them together in the small towns on the few lines that you can actually build really good roads and maintain it. And yeah, leave a lot of free land for, I don't know, vegetation and businesses, whatever they want to have there. Farming land, that's pretty nice. You always like food. Everybody likes food, and you want to have it like closest raise farm to your house, to your town. This way, yeah, it's much better, but much better for again for Louisiana. Otherwise, the same problem. Growing up here, can't wait to go out. Ooh, it was a tough one, Louisiana, I must say. It was a really tough one. But they're doing well in the, they're doing well. Oh my god. Oh god. They're doing well in the car department, but look at the roads. This one is the first state that actually can see the infrastructure is crumbling for the first time. So far, this and West Virginia. So far, the rest of them was like, nah, they're looking pretty good. But this New Orleans, the Louisiana, no. And here in Alexandria, oh, no thank you. On this street, no thank you. And this one is not better either. And we have winter here in January. Wow, we have snow. Like very few times when you see snow on the Google Street View car. And it's not that up north, is it? I mean, we are here. And it's snowing that right there. Pretty close to the... Yeah, I guess it's snowing there. Maybe it was something like one time only or something like that. Man, look at those small towns here. I mean, how well they can do here, like 3 houses. What exactly do you do for work here? How they can afford to live here? That's a nice 3-wheeler there, and it's a Corvette right there. I guess they're doing pretty well. They have a Corvette and a 3-wheeler in the front of the yard, so don't complain, I guess, huh? But yeah, some houses, they are abandoned. As you can see, this one, definitely nobody lives there. This one, I think the same. Nobody lives there. And those one that they live, they don't look that well either. So yeah, I mean, extremely small town. This one is an abandoned house. Can you imagine being born in here? Oh my god, how rough it has to be for a kid here. Probably, you know, all the town is like 50 people here. I'm not sure. Look at this. How many people can be in this area right there? That's it. How many? They have a lake, or at least a river, whatever that is. No, it's a lake. Which is pretty nice. I guess we have some nice things here, but... And hopefully, I don't think they have alligator there, but, or crocodiles, but I don't know. Still Louisiana. Still things can happen everywhere. Oh boy, it was rough here. Oh boy. It's really rough. Those guys doing very well. They're doing that's the Louisiana money right there. They have a nice, huge river lake, whatever that is, and nice front property houses. The road, the same problem with the roads. They don't look so well. Jet skis, which is pretty nice, and this one, it actually looks pretty nice. I mean, it does look pretty nice. Have a house on the river, on the lake, whatever the fuck that is. It's a lake, right? I mean, come on. What the... Oh, it's a lake. Have a house on the lake right there. Border with the... I think it's Texas there, right? I'm not sure. But... this one, I don't even want to watch that, to be honest. Oh my god, it's... Wait, it looks rough from above. It can't look that gray. Oh god, no. Well, I hope that... No, it's someone's home here. There's no way it's just from vacation. Or maybe it's just from vacation. Who knows? Hopefully just for vacation. Let's go with that. Let's say it's for vacation. Hmm. No, it is rough out there. I mean, except a few areas when they're doing very nice, or even here they need some trees, but way better than 95% of the population, I would say. Yeah, it's rough in Louisiana, I must say. A Republican state, but oof, buddy, doing a bad job there. And white, middle-aged man as a governor, I have much higher Republican also, much higher expectation, but no, he didn't deliver for sure. Look how nice it is here, man. A nice small lake here. I mean, that's how every American, everyone, not just American. Oh, those are very horrible. Oh, every American first, because it's their country, should live, and then everyone else, especially in the Western world, should live. Europe, America. That's a really nice life to have here. Just for a few. Just for a few. Probably that's why. I mean, like, oh, buddy, just maybe not anyone. Obviously, not many people watching my videos or just going on the street views and see how they live. But when you see something like that, and then you have to go back home to your horrible living, you're just like, yeah. And it's not like I understand that life is not about money and all of that, but still, this is supposed to be like the baseline how everyone should live, and then figure it out the other stuff. And yeah, kind of get it why they build a new house there. I kind of get it why. Oh, that's a deer. People don't want to have kids, and here in Louisiana, we starts going down in the population, and the whites being replaced by Hispanic and Asians and mixed race. Blacks is gonna follow too after whites. So yeah, major disappointment, Louisiana. I have to say, maybe I have really bad luck and I just saw only the bad parts. I don't know, but like I said, we always go randomly on the map. I'm not choosing the good side or the bad side. Just genuinely, like I said, I don't even have the cities. Just looking here in the left corner to see the major one when I recognize them, like New Orleans. Oh boy, oh boy. It wasn't a good experience, I must say, here in Louisiana. Yeah, disappointed, major disappointment. I call it when I see it. Not much I can see. March 2025. Look at the price. It's like $2.09. I'm not sure. I think it's broken here. Like $3 for a diesel. Wow, that's insane. A gallon. I mean, like much better than euro, but still. Should be like $1 and $1 the gallon. It's more than enough. Yeah, I get it. People wants to move. People wants to leave. I get it. It's sad, but I get it. Man, how you like I say, you have to manage people to live in those areas. You need to have best condition of best, like nice artificial lakes that you can actually go to swim or just have some jet skis there. Big spaces between the neighbors, a lot of vegetation, nice houses, good roads, good hospital, and education. Like I say, probably by the end of the century, we're gonna say like, we got so smart, we don't need and all the stuff, you know. But the rest of them, great food, free standard of living, I would say. Otherwise, whoa, you're in big trouble. And Louisiana is gonna find out pretty soon. So yeah, I wanna stay more to here. I wanna make this video way too long. Louisiana, I have to say, it was a disappointment. Like maybe was I was have that really bad luck to just find the awful places, and maybe they're even more nicer. But oh boy, it wasn't a good experience, that's for sure. So yeah, that was the Louisiana. If you live here, just leave a comment, say how things are there, and yeah, check the other videos, and we're gonna see you next time.